Up, CEOs? This is free training for auto dealers. Okay, so if you are watching this right now, then we are live in the Facebook group where this training happens. So if you want to join live during these trainings, then join the Facebook group. The description will be, or the link will be in the description. Okay, so I'm Shamel Leonard. I started the Auto Dealer Business School because I am a licensed dealer, and when I started, it was just a lot going on. It was a lot to learn. It was a lot of moving parts. And I just felt like I was falling behind and in a panic the whole time and just not really sure about what I was supposed to be doing in my business. So I started the Auto Dealer Business School because I didn't want that to be you, because it's a very important business, and I know you know that. That's why you're even here. But it's a very important business because you can make a lot of money and you can really help people, getting them, great cars that they feel good about, or cars they can afford, right? That help them to get to where they need to go in life. All right. So recently we had a auction class because, like I said, my mission is to help you to understand all the moving parts of this business, and the auction is a huge part. Okay. I don't know about you, but when I got licensed, I was so excited to go to the auction. I was like, yes, I'm about to go up in here, buy these cars low, sell them high, make a whole lot of money. And it didn't quite work like that because there were a lot of things that I did not know. So I want you to know what I did not know. So I did a 3-hour auction class. Okay. So if you need to know how the auction works, what auction predictions are for this year coming up, even with pricing, what kind of cars to buy. If you need to know any of those things, then comment auction class and I will send you auction checklists and information on how you can take the auction class. Okay. What's up, Venus? Let's see who else. Nathaniel, Hakeem, Nareda. What's up, y'all? Good to see you here. Venus was in the auction class, so it was a good class, and I'm glad that I took the time to do that. It took me some time, and I'm glad I took the time to do that because all the feedback was positive, and I feel like everybody will be better for it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about how to avoid title issues because the next class is going to be a title class. Okay, but I want to give you a couple of tips right now, because everybody is tired of title issues. Everybody is tired of sweating and not sleeping good at night because of title issues, okay? And when I say everyone, I mean everyone, like the auctions, the state, and even the dealers. But it's the dealers that end up paying for it at the end of the day. Like if the title isn't right, it's the dealers who are paying for it at the end of the day, okay? So I'm coming to the dealers and saying, look, you got to know some things so that you can avoid having title issues and being penalized for late titles, incorrect titles, all the things that happens when you have title issues. Okay, CEO. So the very first thing I want to make sure you know, if you're buying any car, okay, for the title is and you're a licensed dealer. Okay, so these are my licensed dealers. I flipped cars too before I was licensed, but this is licensed dealer stuff. Okay. And some stuff, I mean, I guess you can use some tips for flipping cars, but the first tip is to get title reassignment forms, but those are only given to dealers. So that's why I'm saying this is dealer stuff. Okay. Title reassignment forms are only given to dealers. And what title reassignment forms do is they act like the title. Okay. So when you are selling a car and you don't have the title, and we're going to talk about selling a car without the title in the title class, but when you have a car and you don't have the title yet from the auction, you can use a title reassignment form to capture your buyer's signature so that when that title does come in, you just attach the title reassignment form to the title, and now you don't have to go chasing down your customer to get their signature because now you got the title. Okay. If you understand what I'm saying, put I understand. Okay. This is the single most important thing that you need when you are selling cars as a dealer to avoid title issues, is getting that customer signature and get it on the title reassignment form. The other thing that title reassignment forms do to help your business is when you get the title. sometimes the title is completely filled up on the back. If it's completely filled up on the back, where do you transfer title? Where do they transfer title to you? Where do you transfer title to your customer? With the title reassignment form, you can add additional assignment slots or spaces with the title reassignment form. Okay, CEOs. So get your title reassignment forms. If you want to know where to get them, because I can't run down every state right now, take the auction class or the title class. Okay. So get your title reassignment forms, but just a shortcut, you can get them from the DMV. Anywhere that that governs your licensing process will have information on where you get your title reassignment form. Okay, so like the DMV, also any of the associations like the ADAs, the IAADAs. Okay, so like CIADA, GIADA, FIADA. Okay, so you can check those associations to get title reassignment forms and the DMV. Okay, CEOs, like, please let me know you understand what I'm saying in the comments. Okay, so that's number one. Now that you have your title reassignment forms, you also need to understand that when title comes to you from the auction, a lot of times it comes with other forms. It has all these other forms. It might have a title reassignment form because it was attached from the last transaction, right? It might have an affidavit. There are several affidavits. It might have a power of attorney. It might have, what else might it have? There'll be a long list of all the documents that the title, that might possibly be attached to the title in the title class. Okay. But the point is, you have to understand these forms, why you need them, and what they do for your title, and make sure you keep them all together because they help to tell the title story, and you'll need those when you're transferring the title. Okay. So you also need to understand when you get a title from the auction and you need a form that's not there. Okay. That happens all the time. I know we wish the auction would just do all the work that it's supposed to do, i.e. get us everything they need to transfer title to us. But sometimes it doesn't happen like that. A lot of times they make mistakes on the title. They don't have the forms they need. They didn't fill out the title correctly. You need to know what forms go with the title so that when you don't have a form that you need, you know you don't have a form that you need, and you can ask for that form right away. Okay. So that's number two. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Okay. And number three is you need to follow the chain of ownership on the title. It all has to make sense. It all has to tell a story. This car belonged to this person, then it was this person, then it was this person, then it's this person, etc. Anytime you have to start explaining, anytime you have to start explaining, your paper trail is inadequate. Your paper trail should do all the explaining for you. You should understand exactly where that title has been from the chain on the title and where it's going. Okay, CEOs. So you have to understand chain of ownership and understand how to read a title, understand how your title looks in your state, and when it looks bad, like when there's something wrong with it, like has the lien been released? Do I have all the paperwork that reflects that the lien has been released? If there was a lien, etc. There's a lot of information for titles that I can't possibly give you here, but I do want you to be aware of everything that you do not know so that you can get the help that you need in the title class. Okay, so if you're interested in the title class, then comment title class. Of course, you can always Google everything you want to know, but if you are wasting time Googling, or if you could be doing something else with your time Googling, then you would be making more money. Did I say that right? I guess what I'm saying is you can have all the trusted information in one place, and you can get it all at one time. And you can also know what questions you don't know to even ask. Okay. So it really is going to be an all-inclusive title class. And just like the auction class was all-inclusive. Okay. So if you need help with titles, then come to the title class. We'll also be talking about what happens. What do you do if the title never comes from the auction? You already sold that car, right? That happens, right? It probably shouldn't happen, But it happens because we got to sell these cars, right? And it's tax season. So I know you're getting these cars out the door. So let me know if you need any help with the title class. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if this was helpful in the comments. If not, let me know what you wish you would have learned. And I just want to say this, that it does take some intentionality of being successful to be successful. It takes you saying, hey, I want to be successful and I need to know what the things are to do to be successful. And I need to take those actions so that I do those things that lead to success. CEOs, the things that lead to success in this auto business are buying right, buying great cars with lots of profit, transferring title successfully, eliminating any hiccups or extra expenses there, and selling your cars, feeling confident that you can sell a car, that you have everything you need to sell a car, and you're selling a good car. Okay. I want you to just know those steps, because although I am always praying for your success, you need to take action. You cannot wish this to be, okay? You have to take action. You've already gotten this far. So just take the next step and the next step and the next step. Follow the yellow brick road to success. All right, CEOs, I hope to see you soon in the title class. We'll have another free training next week. Stay tuned. Let me know what you want to learn about. I know it's tax season, so there are lots of different topics that can be covered. Let me know, and I'll see you next week. Bye.